tell Daddy about the chocolate. Oh, hi. Hi. I'm Anne, and this is Toby, my 6-month-old Yorkshire Terrier, who apparently is quite tired. So I'm going to put him down in his little bed for a nap. Welcome to episode 3 of my knitting podcast. So if you're here for a card video or paper pumpkin video, not tonight, people. Tonight we're talking knitting. And of course, whenever you're knitting, you have to have a cup of tea. This is Zen, lemongrass and spearmint. Very nice. Anyway, so welcome back. If you are a returning viewer, and welcome if you are a new viewer. Toby, not on that, huh? No. Get down, get down. No, you want to sit on my lap, don't you? Sorry about this, hang on. There we go. You sit there then. There you go. So my video is all about knitting and the knitting things I've been up to, and Toby, who's usually along for the ride when I'm knitting. So we are going to talk about some of my finished objects, some of my works in progress, and some of my new buys. Oh. But you're all sworn to secrecy. You cannot tell my husband. I've already spoken to Toby tonight, so he understands and knows. We can't tell him. We can't tell him. Apparently he thinks I already have a lot of yarn. Anyway, you can find me on Ravelry as Brithockeymum, and you can find me on Instagram as Toby Knits. So please give my video a thumbs up tonight if you like it, and leave me a comment below, and come back and visit me often. So let's get on with the show. So I have a couple of things to show you, and the first one that I want to show you is a pair of socks. Imagine! Yes, most of you all know this is my ear of the sock, and I am committing to making loads of pairs of socks. So this is a pair that I made these on in a baby alpaca yarn that one of the girls from my knitting club gave me, this skein of yarn. And I thought, oh, this is gorgeous. What am I going to do with this yarn? It's only 100 grams and it's really soft and lovely. It would make a nice thick pair of socks. And my son was after me to make a pair of socks. So I made these. Don't you love the way and this is a slip stitch. So it's kind of cool the way you knit 3 and slip 1, knit 3, slip 1, and it's just super cool. And this is a twisted rib. I've never done a twisted rib. Didn't actually know what it was until I started it, but it makes it very thick and lovely. So anyway, I decided I would make these socks for my son. And well, of course, first of all, I decided if they didn't fit him, they were going to be mine. But of course they fit him, so they're his. And the pattern is by, who is the pattern by? Becca Saunders, and they are called Twizzler socks. And this was a free download on Ravelry, so you could go and check that pattern out. But that's what I made for him, and literally this is how much yarn I had left. I was definitely playing Yarn Chicken, and if you've never played that before, this was my first time playing. And let me tell you, it was pretty stressful. So I knit these on a 5mm needle because I knew that this was thicker yarn. It wasn't a fingering weight yarn because the pattern actually calls for, I think it's a 2.25. Yeah, 2.25 and casting on 64 stitches, and I knew that wasn't going to work with this thick yarn, so I cast on 46 stitches thinking that would be good, and then did my cuff, and then got to the pattern part and realized the pattern was in 4s. So anybody that knows me knows I'm not really very good at math, and so my pattern didn't work. So then I had to take it all out, recalculate. Anyway, 4 into whatever was a cast on of 44. So that's how I got these. And I just love them, and I think my son will love them too. So that was my first finished object this week. And then my second finished object this week was, how cute is this? Oh, look. This is the cutest little hat, and it is for my niece is about to have her baby, I think in another month or so, but I wanted to make this, and I didn't really think it would take a long time to knit. It actually took me 2 nights, and it's really cute. And then this little thing here actually is fastened on the inside by this, and you just put the ribbons through and then tie it, and then so if, when they're going to wash it, they literally, she'll just undo this and pop that out, and they can wash it without the little head on. Or if she doesn't want the head on, she can take the head off. But I thought this was so cute. So this was Little Topper. It's a DMC yarn, I think, Little Topper, and I got it in Michael's, and I think it was like 10 bucks for the yarn, and of course it comes with this little guy, and they had all different colors and different little toppers, but I really thought this was cute because she's having a boy. So so that was my other finished object this week. So works in progress. Okay, so in my Pearl Soho bag that I got in New York City is my outer space sweater. And I got a bit more done last week, so now you can see I've done 4 of the, what did I say they were called last time? Layers? No. Wedges? No. I'll have to look it up. They were called oh yeah, wedges. So I was right. So I have these done, so it'll kind of, I don't know, it's all squished up on my thing, and I had to buy these little jobbies because I was terrified the stitches were all going to fall off. I have no idea what they're called, but anyway, so there is this, and it's really nice. It's with the Icelandic wool that my son brought me back from Iceland, the Lopi, whatever it is. So Lopi, yeah, you try saying that word, whatever that is. So that's what it is, and it's really nice to knit with. It's and I think it's going to be very, very warm. So that is one of my works in progress that I am doing. Then the next work in progress is living in this new bag that I made. Yes, I just love this one. I made one last week and I didn't really like it. It had a zipper. So I thought, okay, what if I put a drawstring in it, and what if I put a pocket inside of it too? So I really love this. It's really, and the nice thing about it is you can fold the top over like this and then sit it on the table with your yarn in, and then your yarn doesn't go running all over the place. The dog can't get it and chase away with it, run away with it, and or the cat, if you have a cat. I don't have a cat, but I do have a dog that likes yarn. And you can put it at the table if you're in a knitting group, and so it's really cool. Anyway, so I'm using this yarn, and I am making another pair of socks. This yarn is from my knit crate, February, the February knit crate, and there is a video on where I opened the actual crate so you can see what it is. I'm not doing the sock that came in the crate, the pattern. I am doing this one, the spring cable sock, which will look like that. And this again is a free download on Ravelry, so it's by Eleanor Hickey, and it's hard to see, but there is the cable. Last time I showed it you, I had done just the cuff, and so Thursdays is when I do our, at my knit group, we have a technique class on Thursdays, so I'll be working on this tomorrow and doing some more of this cable. It's really hard to see the cable, but I love the way the yarn is doing this weird striping, and you can't really see the blue until you see it closer, because when I first looked at it and raveled it up, I thought, oh, I can't see the blue, but you can once you get it closer. Anyway, so that's that. So I should be working on that some more tomorrow. And then my other work in progress is living in this bag, which is also one of mine. And in here, again, it's a drawstring top, is my 2012 Bernay mystery blanket. It was a mystery knit along that they had in 2012. It was I knit it with a bunch of ladies from a previous knit group, and when I lived in Kempville, and we all made this, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and then my son took it, so when I'd finished it, so I am making another one for my trailer. And I've already done three other squares. This one, because you have to make 4 of this one, and then you have to make 4 of this one. This another color. So I am on the 3rd one of this, and so that's coming on. It's a really nice, quick, easy. It's one of them where you're just watching the telly and you're just, you know, just mindlessly knitting, because every row is a knit. It's the garter stitch, and you're just increasing and decreasing. So it's pretty straightforward. Toby, honey, go sit in your bed. You can't sit on Mommy's knee. We've got big, important things to do now. Like, tell our viewers what we bought. So, the first thing that I bought is, look, this is my favorite yarn from my favorite dyer from Bear Street Studios, who is actually, Bear Street Yarn, who is actually in Merrickville. And so she's local to me, and this color is called Royal, and this color, which I think is absolutely gorgeous, is called Blue Jay. So this is fingering weight yarn, superwash merino, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. And this is going to be a shawl. Now at the end of March, I'm doing a workshop with a whole pile of lovely ladies, and it's a shawl workshop, and it's a shawl that has been designed by Danielle, who is from the group, and she has, the shawl is in, there's 3 types, 3 stages, so there's like easy, next, you know, medium, hard. Of course I'm doing easy. And so this is what I've got my yarn to do, this shawl, and I will keep you abreast of how it goes. I will show you how it's knitting up. And Danielle has offered to let me have a copy or the shawls so I can show you next time I video what they will look like, and the various yarns that are from Log House. Shelley from Log House, I believe, is what she knitted her 3 up to show people. So I am going to show you that next time. But in the meantime, these are what I'm going to make my shawl with. So that is exciting. Then the last thing I have to show you is my envelope came today. Oh my gosh. And this is from, remember I told you that I belong to 2 yarn subscriptions, 2 sock yarn subscriptions. One is Knit Crate, and that comes every month. And the other is from Galt House of Yarn, which is in Cambridge, Ontario. And theirs is every other month. So, and this is how it came. And the first time I got it, I thought, well, that can't possibly be yarn. But it is. Look how they pack it. Isn't that amazing? And then you get a pattern, which is already in plastic for you and upside down and beautifully done. So this is what we're going to make with this yarn. Obviously it's not the same color that I have, so it's like a 2-tone sock, which I think is awesome. So it is from, and we're going to open this right now, and you get to see it go poof when I open it, because it really is funny. So let's see, if we open this, it will go. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. It is 2 skeins of this, 2 minis. I guess this is what these are, minis, maybe? 2 minis, and it's from Yarn Indulgences. Yes, it's a deluxe mini collection. 4 100 yard, 25 gram fingering weight wool, 70% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon, hand dyed in Canada. So this is the thing. So here is one of them. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so cool. And of course I have the other one here. So there's these 2, and then these 2. And everybody that knows me knows I love purple. Purple is my favorite color. Purple is my favorite color. Oh, look at this. This is awesome. So there's one, and there's the other one. So 1/2 of my sock will be this, and the other half will be that. I can't wait to get this going. Look the way that there is going to match beautifully with that. How cool is that? So this is, oh, it's quite soft too. Oh yeah. So that, I'm going to have to go check out Yarn Indulgences on the internet now and see where they are from. One of a kind. Oh, hand dyed in Canada. Nice. Well, I am very excited about that. So I hope you have enjoyed my video, and please give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see some more, and come back and visit me in a couple of weeks. Yeah, because I probably should have my Knit Crate by then, and then I will get to open that one together, and I'll show you some of my other finished objects by then. Don't that be fun, eh, Tobe? Hey, are we going to say bye? Come here. Oh yes, look at this lovely boy. Oh yes. He says, Mom, why can't we just go sit down and knit now? He says, I need a rest. It's hard work being a dog. Bye. See you soon.